Wizards, the money-burning spellbook needing a meteor drop. Okay, I think this segment got old really fast. Anyways, Wizards, literally the caster of DnD 5th edition, with their quite honestly ridiculously big spell lists and great options within them. They are one of, if not the strongest class in the game. But what makes them tick is the question. Well, first things first, while I won't go over the proficiencies as that is unnecessary and boring, I want to point out a single thing before we go into actual class features level by level. That is that they, along with sorcerers, who are way better by the way, only get 1d6 hit dice. The lowest in the game. Enjoy dying to a half-dead worm because you stepped on it wrong. That can be said to be the only weakness of wizards in 5e, along with the lack of spell slots in early levels, I guess. Basically, their early game is less than ideal. Now, how do they make up for the fact that their HP pools are thinner than paper? Well, level 1, nothing. Really. No, seriously. They just get spellcasting and arcane recovery. Spellcasting, you get a spell book in which you store all of your, well, spells, yeah? You gain 2 spells per level along with 6 that you start with. And if you didn't know, that's a damn lot. Like, sheesh, that makes them the most versatile class in the game and the most customizable as well, probably. At least in meta terms, I guess. Don't worry, Warlock, I still love you. There is an argument for druids or clerics for the most versatile, but shh. But that also severely limits their class potential. You cannot give wizards too many tools because they already get a bazillion spells, which turns them into, repeat after me, spell lists on legs. And then we have arcane recovery. Nothing too interesting, to be honest. During a short rest, you can regain a number of spell slots equal to half your spell level rounded down, up to 5th level. Nice, but boring, as if wizards needed more resources. Levels 6, 8, 10, and 14 subclass levels. Be gone. Level 3, first and only optional feature, cantrip formulas. You can replace any of your cantrips with another one of the wizard's spell list during a long rest. It's nice and all, but why give them even more flexibility? Then levels 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19 ability score levels. This time, wizards get the standard progression with these. Well, at least their feat repertoire is limited. Thank God. Now we have a very big jump with level 18. Spell Mastery. You can choose one first level spell and a second level spell. You can cast them at their lowest level without expanding a spell slot. Boring. Also from experience, most people just pick Misty Step and especially Shield, so why bother? Surprisingly, we already arrive at... I know that wizards are quite overpowered already, but what the hell is this? You choose 2 third level spells. You have them always prepared and can cast them once without expanding a spell slot. They haven't even tried with this one, have they? On one side, yeah, I agree that wizards do not need any more help with the whole turning into dragons and dropping meteors at people that they can do already. But on the other side, even if it's not powerful, a capstone should be a fun addition to the character. Even if it's only to have a reason not to multiclass. Okay, well, surprisingly, or maybe not, short feature list. Let's get into other stuff. First things first, as a wizard, you want to be as far away from the thick of it as physically possible. We don't want you to die due to somebody looking at you the wrong way after all, do we? Prioritizing intelligence and then constitution is the most common, though personally rushing 20 and dumping feats is always a superior choice. On the topic of feats, well, things like Metamagic Adept, Fate Touch, Warcaster, etc. are certainly meta choices. But honestly, my favorite is a multiclassing from Cleric for the heavy armor proficiency and getting heavy armor master. Mainly for shits and giggles. Overall, wizards more or less suffer from their greatest upside, their greatest asset. Their sheer amount of spells blocks their ability to basically offer anything as a class themselves. That's not necessarily bad, you know, like that gives a class to basically field test spells, right? But at the same time, I find myself disappointed, even if, again, a lot of my characters are wizards, mostly because of 3 subclasses, those being Bladesinger, Necromancer, and Divination. But, yeah, my thoughts are spells are good, wizard, meh. Anyways, that is it, and remember, glasses aren't actually made out entirely out of glass.